Pile 1 and welcome to your reading. So today we are looking at 3 different surprises that are going to be happening for you in the month of December. So we're starting off with your first surprise here, and you guys got the card of peace. We also have the number 23, so that may be relevant for some of you. Also breaks down to a 5, so 5 is change, which I think works really well with the cards that we have here. So let's go through the tarot. We have the Judgment card, and I do apologize for any background noise, guys. It's the warmer weather here and everyone's out tending to their gardens and doing all kinds of things, so we have background noise. Do apologize. Judgment card, we have the Temperance card, we have the Ace of Swords, we also have the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So your main card of peace. So things are going to feel very peaceful for you this December. And if things felt unpeaceful, if they felt a little bit stressful, if they felt with this Two of Pentacles here, maybe you've been feeling like you've been juggling a lot and things have been a bit out of balance here with the Temperance card, things are going to come more into balance. And even if you still have a few things on your plate, I feel like you guys are going to be much more in control and able to deal with the things that need dealing with. And with the Two of Wands here, I feel like, you guys are looking ahead and really planning for the future and able to actually take steps to actually making things happen around you that perhaps you weren't able to make happen before. So, for instance, with this Two of Pentacles, if you were juggling a lot and there was other things that you wanted to do, if there was projects you were working on, or there was some kind of even idea that you had that you really wanted to move forward with, and you thought, I can't right now, I've got too much going on. This is all going to settle. I'm hearing from Spirit the dust is settling, and you guys are able to finally move forward with something. And because we have the Two of Wands, two being sometimes can mean decisions as well, having to make a decision on something, or having two options rather. So there may be two options in front of you right now that maybe you even knew the options were there, but you didn't feel like you could make a choice because of your scenario. But with this peace coming in, I feel like you're finally able to make a choice and move forward. And for some of you too, this is the situation of, do I stay in the energy, or rather do I stay in the situation I'm in, or do I move forward with this and take a chance? And so I feel like for some of you, this is taking a chance on whatever this is, moving forward. So we also have the Judgment card there, of course, and this speaks about liberation. So you're going to be feeling very free in the month of December, very lighthearted, I'm hearing. And with this Ace of Swords too, now the Aces are about new beginnings, and with the Swords, this is about communication, and this is your thought process as well. I feel a lot of peace here. So in the way that you deal with others, conversations are going to feel very calm, collected, and I feel like, there's a sense of you really knowing what you want to say to people, not in a strong defense is not the word, not in a really strong way to where, it's sort of I can't think of the word, guys. What's the word, Spirit? Not in sort of like an authoritative way, but like to where it's just you're aware of what it is that you want to say, and sort of your presence with people. But again, it's in a very peaceful, calm, collected way. And if this is communication coming into you, it's going to be received in a very peaceful way. It's coming to you in a peaceful way. So this could be news as well, about something that you've been wanting to hear about. And again, there's a lot of peace surrounding this. So I do feel very calm reading this. I think you can even tell the way that I'm speaking is very calm. and collected, and this is just the energy that I'm tapping into here with this reading. So it's a very nice, peaceful energy. And of course, we do have on this peace card as well, we have the dove, and we have some feathers falling out of the dove. And I do feel like, this may be something that you may be seeing this month of December, is feathers around you. So if you do see feathers, this is a sign from your spirit guides, or from the universe, just letting you know that, they are around, that their presence is there. And, I feel like that's going to be a nice thing for you to see through the month of December, just sort of reminding you of this moment of peace that you're going through, which is really nice. Sorry guys, my throat. And this too, seeing as I'm clearing my throat, could be to do with the Ace of Swords. So maybe you're feeling like you're able to really speak your mind a bit more. Again, like I said, not in a really strong way, but in a calm way. But conversation is just going to come really easily to you this month, is what I'm really trying to get at. So that's going to be a really good thing. And I don't feel like there's any conflicts or anything within, communication or communication breakdowns or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It just comes very easily. So it flows easily to you from others, but I feel like also too, you're able to communicate with others as well, in a really calm, cool, collected way. But yes, so this could be some kind of new inspiration, some kind of new idea or something as well. You may have a new project that you're working on, or some kind of new idea, because I am looking at, on this peace card, the egg as well. So, this could be something that comes to you as a bit of a download or an epiphany, perhaps even from spirit. And, it could just be a thought, you know what I mean? It could just be a simple little thought that comes into your mind that allows you to feel a bit more at peace, and comfortable this month of December. So it may not be something that you're working on, or a new idea even. It can just be, so for instance, if perhaps you have a bit of a bad habit in the sense of, or rather, like if you down talk to yourself a lot, or there's some destructive thought patterns there, perhaps this month of December that's going to be washed away, and you're going to start feeling a lot clearer in the head, and the thoughts that are coming in are positive thoughts, and all the destructive ones and the unhealthy ones are starting to be sort of washed away, and it's making you feel a lot more freer, with the Judgment card, to move forward with this Two of Wands, right? And with the Temperance card there, there's balance and things being restored. And so whatever you're dealing with this Two of Pentacles, you're able to do it, you're able to handle it because of this peace that surrounds you. And again, with the Temperance card, this can talk about patience too. So, this may be that people have around you are starting to have a lot more patience, or that you too are starting to have a lot more patience towards things. Or there's just an air of things happening in a really timely manner around you. So it's kind of like where perhaps people were demanding things of you and saying, I need this done. People are taking a step back a little bit and saying, okay, I would like it if you'd help me with this, or I'd really appreciate it if you would do that, but take your time, it's fine, I don't need it right away. And so maybe in those senses things are, a lot more calm. And as I said, I just want to keep saying cool and collected. Calm, cool, collected. I think that is your theme, guys, for December. So this is the first part. This is your first surprise that's coming in for you this December. And let's take a look, guys, at your second. Okay, guys, we are on to your surprise number 2 for the month of December. And we have deep knowing with the number 43. So that might be relevant for some of you. That also breaks down to a 7. So 7 might be relevant as well. And 7 is a very special number in terms of numerology. You may wish to look that up. But I do feel like, blessings are on the way to you guys. this December. So with the Deep Knowing card, immediately I'm looking at the Owl as well. So you may be feeling very wise, obviously, this month of December. And with that Deep Knowing, I feel like it is something that is, based around your intuition, something that you really know to be true deep down inside yourself. So I think you're tapping into a lot of that knowledge and energy this month of December. And it's really helping you in your outer realm, and so you can actually manifest things and how you operate this month of December and things like that. So we do have the Empress, which I think is really great, because I think that's the energy that you are encompassing this month of December. And so the Empress, she's very into her divine feminine. So of course this doesn't mean that this isn't gender specific, right guys? But she's just really tapped into her divine feminine. She's also got a very motherly energy as well, so you may be adopting that this month of December, and just being very nurturing with yourself and others as well. And people may be coming to you for that specific energy that you possess as well. Now, she can talk about fertility, and of course I don't really like getting into this kind of stuff, to be honest, in tarot readings, guys. But of course this can signify pregnancy or something like that, so maybe some of you are expecting. If so, then that's just a nod to that. But in general, this is like birthing of new ideas, right? Fertility in the sense of creative ideas, and just sort of that new burst of energy, of inspiration and things like that. So you guys may be feeling very inspired this month of December. And that makes sense because we have the Ace of Wands. So this is new energy again, right? This is new beginnings, new passionate energy. So you may have a new passion for something. A new hobby may be coming into play for you guys. So this may be something that you may be taking up. You may be even taking a risk on an idea that you've had for something and thinking about how you can move forward with it or how you can proceed with it. There's a number of things here, guys, but I feel like also too, with the Empress, you're very in touch this month with nature as well. You may feel called to go out in nature, just sit at a park, or go to the beach, or do anything that really connects you with Mother Nature and connects you with nature in general. Because the Empress too, she's very grounded, and if you're feeling a little ungrounded at the moment, then I feel like getting out in nature is really going to help to ground yourself this month of December. And so yeah, she's very into nature and things like that, and you may feel very inspired by nature, and nature may actually inspire you guys with a new hobby or a new project or something as well. So we do have the Hermit card. So yes, I feel like you're really stepping into your power this month, okay? And coming out of hermit mode, because you do have a light to shine. And I think a lot of people are wanting to see that light. There's a lot of potential that you guys have ready to be unleashed this month of December. And I think, again, with this Deep Knowing card, you guys are well aware of that, or you will be well aware in the month of December that this inspiration is going to hit you, or there's going to be some kind of a moment with yourself where this idea pops up, or something pops up where you just feel like you're ready to unleash this Empress energy from yourself out into the world. And I feel like the world could very well benefit from this energy, or if it's not, if you're not doing this in some kind of a public sense or anything like that, it's just the people around you are really going to benefit from this energy in the month of December. And we do have the Two of Swords there as well. So, this Two of Swords can talk about having two options for things. And we did talk about that in your first section as well, didn't we? Possibly, two things that you're deciding upon. But, this generally talks about indecision as well. And, of course, in the Rider-Waite version of this tarot card, you have a lady who is blindfolded, right? And she's got the two swords crossed in front of her. And normally, I would say it's time to take the blindfold off, because you're being indecisive and, a decision needs to be made, so on and so forth. But actually in this sense, you've already got the knowing deep within you. And so the blindfold is actually staying on because it's not about you seeing, you already know. So that knowing is already inside you guys, the wisdom and the knowledge needed to navigate through this December for yourself in whatever regards, in whatever this is regarding, right? It's going to be a lot easier for you guys once you tap into that intuition, once you tap into that inner knowledge that you guys already have. So if there is something in December that you have been pondering, should I do this, should I do that, if there's been a bit of confusion or there's something that needs a decision or an answer, then it's going to come from within. It's going to come from within you guys, and you're really going to be taking that time, I think, to get all the answers from within yourself. So like I said, with that Empress energy, you may be taking time out in nature and things like that to ground yourself and really focus and hear that voice from within. That that may be your shining light as well, with the Hermit there, guiding you forward very much in the month of December. And so we also have the Chariot here as well. So you may be traveling this month of December, because the Chariot can talk about travel, but this is generally just being really focused on your goals and really determined to move forward. Sorry guys, now I've got a lot of birds out the window. But really focused on your goals and what you're moving ahead with this month of December. And sometimes, the Chariot, it does represent feeling like you're sort of being pulled in two different directions. So there may be distractions, perhaps even on your path. Or, there's people that, if they see what you're doing or they hear about what you're doing, everybody's got an opinion, right? They want to have something to say. The key here for you guys is to really focus and stay on your path, stay on what you know, and move forward, ignoring the distractions and perhaps even sometimes the opinions too of other people. And again, with this deep knowing, it's really important to just stick to what you know deep down inside and really listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to guide you forward this month of December and leading you to a lot of abundance, I feel, as well, because the Empress, of course, she can represent abundance. And so I feel like you're going to be feeling that this month of December, very abundant, maybe even able to, sort of live that little life of luxury, or at least in a very good comfort this month of December, being able to perhaps do some things that you weren't before. So maybe even spend a little bit more on some of the things that you really enjoy, or have some more, experiences that you've wanted to do. So maybe, like I said, with the Ace of Wands, I did say taking risks. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you've always wanted to go skydiving or something, and now you're able to actually do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example, guys. You don't have to jump out of a plane, but you know what I'm saying? Something like that, right? So I think this is really great. I think you're just really in touch with yourself this month of December, and really tapped in to a deep knowing and inner knowing within yourself. So I think that's really fantastic. And, if this is in terms of a project as well, that maybe something, you have an idea for something, I do feel like this can bring you a lot of abundance. And I do feel like there's a lot of potential here. And it could have something to do with you shining your light or your deep knowing. So maybe your knowledge and your understanding is going to be able to help others as well gain a deeper understanding of themselves and their surroundings. So this is your second surprise for the month of December. Okay, so we are on to your third blessing, your third surprise. And this may very well seem like a blessing to you guys. This might have been why I said that. But we're on to the third one, and we have serendipity. And I really love the word serendipity. It's one of my favorites. And I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, but it's one of my favorite romantic movies is the Serendipity movie. And I love that movie. But it's all based around a little bit like the act of serendipity. So the act of a fated event or fated accident, something happening for the good that's sort of like out of your control. And I really, really like that. So, and I think it's funny too, because on your serendipity card, we do have a 4-leaf clover. And I think it's funny, but it was about maybe a month ago now, and it was really funny. Just sorry to interrupt your reading to bring you this important announcement that's not so important, but I was walking down the street, and I was looking beside me at the grass, and there was a heap of clovers everywhere, and I said to myself in my head, imagine if I could ever find a 4-leaf clover, because I never have in my entire life. And then the second my eyes focused on something, there was a 4-leaf clover, and I went, that's crazy. So I obviously picked it up, and I've kept it with me ever since. So I just think that's really funny. Maybe you guys are finding a 4-leaf clover. But I am a little bit taken back by this one, guys, because I just think this is incredibly amazing. Like, all the cards you have here, wow. So we have the 3 of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles. 9 might be a number for you guys this month as well, and the 6 of Swords. So, wow, just, yeah. So let's get into this. So yeah, this may be a surprise, something coming to you guys that we are talking about surprises, but it's going to be something that you really didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe something that you might not have even planned for or even asked for, but the universe has seen it's something that you need or something that you deserve, and it's coming in. So I don't know, this is amazing energy. I'm really happy about this for you, pile ones. So we have the Ace of Cups. So whatever this is, right, this is bringing you emotional fulfillment. Your cup is going to be overflowing. You're going to be feeling very good and happy, emotionally stable, everything this month of December. And I feel like too, there's a sense of you feeling really open with your emotions as well, like being able to express your emotions really easily, having good stability, around your emotions as well, the month of December. So not sort of to the point where, it's a bit of a roller coaster ride or anything, but I feel like you're very in control of your emotions, but also too, they're really coming to the surface, so you're able to express yourself from your heart space really easily this month of December. And so I'm going to talk about these two, the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is about goals, dreams, wishes. To me, it's actually a lot like the Star card. It's sort of like that wish fulfillment. So something is coming to you guys this month of December, pile one, that is going to be like a wish, a dream come true. And it may be something, like I said, that you've been hoping for, but it may also be something you didn't realize you needed or wanted, and the universe is bringing it to you. So this is really amazing, and it's going to make you feel so amazing, so fantastic. With this 9 of Pentacles here, you're going to be really feeling powerful within yourself. There's going to be a bit of even a transformation, I feel like, within yourself. I don't want to say the word glow up. I don't know why. I don't really resonate with that term, but glow up is what I'll use for now, because I can't think of another way to describe it. But you're definitely leveling up, right? Yes, you're feeling like a whole new version of yourself. And of course, the 9 of Pentacles, is somebody very independent. And of course, we're talking about pentacles. So this is in terms of like finances and stability and things like that. So you're feeling very independent, very secure in yourself, and very aware of who you are as a person, I feel, as well. So there's an authenticity coming through of, being in your power, but really yourself, and not afraid to show that to the world and to others, and just really standing in your truth. And of course, with the 9 of Pentacles and the fact that, she's in this new stability, be it financial, be it in the material sense, be it both, whatever, she's feeling very proud, very secure, and she's able to sort of, again, I mentioned this in the previous, she's able to sort of spend money on those little luxuries, the little things that she wanted to do, living a very comfortable life, and just, sort of free of worries, really is what I'm hearing. And again, like the Empress I mentioned before, the Nine of Pentacles, she's very in tune with nature as well. So again, there may be a clue for you guys to spend some time out in nature. And hey, if you do, perhaps, you'll find a 4-leaf clover. You never know. But with the Nine of Cups, I feel like this is something that's really going to be able to move you forward. For some of you, this could even be an opportunity or something that's offered to you. So maybe these cups will be offered to you and it's like, take your pick. Or, the whole 9 cups, they're all yours. You don't have to make a choice. This is all yours. This is all coming to you. And it's going to feel like, I'm hearing like the 12 days of Christmas. It's kind of like you're going to feel a bit like that, like it's one thing after another, this amazing, blessings that are coming to you this month of December. And with the 3 of Cups, this is definitely a time of celebration for you. So you're definitely going to be celebrating this. And I feel like with friends or with family, this is going to be something that you're going to want to share with others. This great news, this great opportunity, this moment that's coming in, even if it is just a glow up in yourself, this is something that others are going to see within you. They're going to, praise you on, and you're going to want to share this with others. And I'm hearing too, you're going to want to get out more. You're going to want to, because I can resonate definitely with, sometimes, because Christmas, when we're kids, definitely Christmas is one of those things where, obviously being the focal point of December for a lot of people, it's got that real magical feeling and essence to it when we're children. And as we get older, because of responsibilities and other things that happen in our lives, we tend to lose that a little bit. But I feel like it's almost like the Christmas spirit is coming to you again. So before perhaps, or previous years where maybe Christmas has been maybe a bit of a non-event, or maybe it hasn't felt as magical, I feel like it's going to feel really magical for you this year. And because a lot of things are changing in your life, there's a lot of transformation, there's a lot of pleasure and celebration and great things coming to you, and you're just going to feel like your cup is really filled up. And with the 6 of Swords here as well, this can talk about coming out of hard times into clearer waters, and really, again, that transformation, isn't it? It's the transformation of the old to the new, and it's the calm after the storm. And so I feel like you guys are really coming into calmer waters and feeling a lot more peace like we had in the beginning. And I feel like your 3 surprises really have come together to make one big surprise for you, because we can really tie all those together. And I think this month of December, there's a lot of peace coming to you. You're feeling very strong in yourself and who you are as a person. And, there's just a lot of celebration, happiness, love, so many wonderful things happening for you this month of December. And I'm really glad for you, Pile 1. And I feel like there's an air of relaxation about December as well. Again, that calmness, feeling that peace of like, I can just sit back and relax. Things are actually coming to me for once, where before maybe you had to chase things down, and go after things. And, my dad actually used to have a saying, and I'm sorry, Dad, I love you, but I don't really fully believe in this, but my dad used to say, you have to make your own luck. And I do believe that in some instances that can be true, but I still do very much believe in serendipity. So I think that, maybe if you're a person that did believe that yourself, maybe you're going to be changing your opinions a bit this month of December, because you're going to see that things are coming to you this time. You don't have to get anything. You don't have to go out or put any extra effort in. Or perhaps maybe the effort has already been put in on your part, and now the universe is, saying it's time to receive. And you definitely will be receiving this month of December. And look, I really don't have a lot more to say on this other than, this is something that's going to make you very happy. So whether it is, like I said, some kind of opportunity coming in for you, you finally reached your goals and desires. You've, finally come at that point where, you feel that you have become the best version of yourself, whatever it is. This is going to be a very high moment of happiness for you guys this month of December. And with the 6 of Swords as well, that can talk about travel. So there may be some travel involved for you this December. And that may be something of a blessing as well. Maybe you'll get to go somewhere you didn't get to go before, or maybe you didn't have the money for, or you didn't have the time for, but now you do. Again, I mentioned about relaxation, so this could be you taking a holiday. Even for some of you, this blessing coming in could be a bit of a holiday, and you finally get to have a relax and just focus on yourself and let your cares and worries just sort of float away. So this is really beautiful, pile one. I think all your three blessings, surprises, but I just keep wanting to say blessings, so that's maybe how you're taking it. But they're really coming together to form this one beautiful thing for you this December. And I think that you're going to be very happy and just feeling really in your power and very calm, cool, collected. So that is fantastic. Much love to you, pile one. This was your reading. I really hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy this reading. If you like my channel, leave me a comment down below if you'd like to. Other than that, I will see you on the next one, and have a great December. We already know that you're going to. Much love, pile one. Bye. Hey, pile two, and welcome to your reading. So we are talking about the surprises that are coming to you this December. We have 3 surprises, and we are on to your first one. This is To Be Fair. And we also have the number 38 there as well, which breaks down to an 11, a master number. So that may resonate for some of you. You may be 38, or the 38 is relevant in some way. And also, of course, the 11 breaking down to a 2. So that may be relevant as well. And I think that kind of works too, because we have the scales here with the To Be Fair, and we have the Justice card as well. So there may be something here about balance here as well. But into your tarot, we have the 3 of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups, the Emperor, the 6 of Swords, and again the Justice card. So with the energy here, guys, I am getting 2 different things. The Emperor is making me feel here that some of you are taking on this Emperor energy, and the Emperor for some of you is outer energy, so it's coming from an outer source. So I just want to go into those 2 different scenarios, because of course this is a general reading, so I want to make sure that I'm reaching as many people as possible here. So yes, I want to start off with the To Be Fair card. So again, this is a card that does reflect the Justice card, or vice versa. But there may be some situation for you right now where justice is being served, or you feel that justice needs to be served. Now, in terms of the Emperor, if this is coming from an outer source, this is what I want to say to you guys. So this can be somebody, some sort of authority figure in your life at present. So if we're talking about justice in terms of the law or some kind of a court case, this could be a judge. This could be somebody who maybe has a bit of a strong presence about them in terms of the law, or some kind of, this could be a lawyer as well. This could be anybody that really is sort of in a position of authority, okay? So you may be dealing with somebody like that right now. But what I want to say about that, if this is true, okay? First of all, I'm hearing you are very protected, okay? There's a protection around this scenario. So you are very protected by universe right now, by your spirit guides, okay? So there's a level of protection here. This may also be in terms of that Emperor as well. So if it is a lawyer, for instance, they are definitely on your side. They are definitely doing their best to help you out in this situation. But with the 3 of Cups, I'll start with the 4 of Cups. So with the 4 of Cups, this can also sometimes mean seeing something that's not there. So perhaps this is going to be, again, we're talking about surprises, right? So this may come as a surprise to you, the way that this plays out, the way that this situation works out for you. So for some of you too, I'm hearing the answer, or the thing that you're seeking is around you. You're just not aware of it right now. And so there may be a call here to kind of pay more attention to your surroundings, or be a bit more in a state of awareness of what's going on in your circumstances right now, being a bit more tuned in to what's happening. I'm sort of hearing something like maybe there's someone out there, perhaps this might resonate just for a small few of you or one specific person even, looking for certain documents and not knowing where they are in terms of this, if this is a legal case. They are there, they're right there sort of in front of your eyes, I think, but you're not seeing. So there's a sort of clue here for some of you to be a little bit more sort of switched on to what's going on right now in your surroundings. And this could just be to really paying attention to what's happening right now, especially if you're dealing with legal documents and things, and making sure that you understand everything that's going on. But with the Four of Cups as well, you know, this can just be again sort of something that's there that you're not seeing, that, you know, maybe come as a surprise and may be the very thing that helps you get out of this situation. So this could be coming from spirit, or this could just be, I'm hearing as well, it could be the final say here from maybe the judge or something like that, that, you know, it gives you that breath of air of like, oh, I can breathe out, you know, this worked out in my favor, this was, you know, so on and so forth. And we do have the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords here as well. I don't know why I was going to say the Six of Cups. That might be relevant for some of you. So this may be something that has ties with the past for you guys, for some of you. Maybe this has been going on for a while now. This is something to do with the past that you're really wanting to finally let go of and release. And I feel like this release is happening here because we do have the Six of Swords. And this will open up new opportunities, new doors for you to move forward. You're really coming out from the storm here and coming into the calm. So there is a sense of, you know, this situation being in your favor. And with the Three of Cups there as well, you know, this is celebration. So this is definitely going to work out in your favor, guys. And there will be some kind of celebration to be had at the end of this all, in terms of what's happening here. If this is something to do with the Emperor being an outer source, or some kind of a legal situation here as well. And for some of you too, this is you coming more into this Emperor energy, and I do feel like you coming more into your truth, maybe being able to speak up a little bit more about your situation, being a bit more firmer, and having a bit more authority perhaps in terms of your scenario, being a bit more in control, having a little bit more control with others, not obviously in a negative sense or a bad way, but just in terms of standing up for yourself, for your rights, for, you know, your choices, your life, whatever the situation may be for you. And, you know, coming into your strength is what I'm really hearing as well, really coming into your personal power for some of you as well. And this is going to help balance things out in your life, really, you know, sort of bring a harmony to things that are going on. Perhaps, you know, for some of you, you may have been in a situation where, you know, you feel like your voice wasn't being heard, for instance, or maybe, you know, you were wanting to speak your truth, or you were wanting to stand in your truth, but no one's listening, or no one's paying attention, or like people aren't allowing you to be your true self, and to really shine and take on your power. But you're getting a chance to do that this month of December. So there is something about the scales really balancing out here if they were unbalanced, okay? So yeah, again, you know, this is something coming from the higher realms as well. This is protection here. This could be divinely guided for some of you guys, but there is a definite sense of celebration here, because whatever this is, you guys are coming into a much happier, calmer period here. And I'm really pleased too, because part one was really positive, and, you know, this is something that's going to turn out to be positive as well. So I really am pleased for you, pile 2. And this could be a bit of transformation here, you know, in more than one sector of your life here as well. So the Six of Swords can be travel as well. So this may even give you an opportunity to up and move to a new place, or do some travel. You may need to do some travel in regards to this. But I do feel like you are definitely coming into calmer waters here. And so there may be an element here that you're not aware of right now. Like I said, for some of you, you're being called to really pay attention to your surroundings, because there's something there. I'm hearing like a hidden object, or like an Easter. You know how they say in movies and things and games and stuff, there's like Easter eggs. There's little hidden things that you find later on. And I'm hearing like it's kind of a similar situation for some of you guys. It's almost like go hunting for those Easter eggs, because they're there, they're around you, and this may be, the thing that can help you really get more balance or get justice in this situation, whatever this situation is for you guys. But to be fair, so whatever this is, there's fairness in this situation. It's going to be judged fairly. It's going to be a fair outcome for all parties involved. This is going to work in your favor. This is going to be for the best. So I'm really pleased that this is surprise number 1 for you guys, and we're going to head on to surprise number 2. Okay, pile 2, so we're on to your surprise number 2, and we have your main energy, a change in the wind. We also have your tarot cards, the Tower, the Hermit, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Judgment. So there is a definite change in the wind coming for you guys. Now, you may have already been through this Tower moment previous to December, or in December, this Tower moment may be coming in. Now, I don't want you guys to get scared about that or freak out about it. The Tower comes in kind of like a natural effect, when we get thunderstorms and things like that, it's going to take out something from your life that is not needed anymore in order for you to make way for the new. Okay, so the universe has seen something here that is not serving your highest good right now, and it's removing it, helping to remove it for you so that you can make way for the new. So there may be a change in the wind here. You may be feeling like you're going in one direction, and then all of a sudden the wind comes and pushes you in another direction. And it may seem like it's coming at a force and you don't have any say or anything about it, but it really is happening for your highest good. Now we do have the 7 of Wands here, okay? So this can be a part of the situation here of what's happening. You may have some conflict with people around you, people that don't agree perhaps with the way that you're living your life, or people that just in general sort of trying to create some form of chaos in your life right now, in terms of their opinions perhaps, or how they're acting around you at the moment. And you may be really trying hard to stand your ground, and but it seems sometimes like it's not working, or that perhaps you don't have the power to sort of override these people's thoughts and opinions about you, or whatever may be happening right now. And this could be in terms of jealousy as well too. Maybe, because the 7 comes after the 6, right? And the 6 of Wands is all about victory and success. So, perhaps people have seen this about you. They've seen that you're starting to shine. We do have the Hermit here, so maybe these people see your light and they're not happy about that, and they have something to say about it, or they're jealous. Where's my light? Why am I not coming out and have a light to shine? Why aren't I successful right now? Why don't I have what this person has? Jealousy, unfortunately, is something that many people go through in their lives, whether on the receiving end or but. And with the 8 of Swords here, I do want to say, this may be making you feel like you're really stuck right now and there's no way out of this situation, which I think too is also why it's a bit more of a Tower moment for those that haven't gone through the Tower moment yet. So perhaps, the universe is kind of seeing that you're not finding your own way out, and thus, this Tower moment comes in to kind of do that for you. But with the 8 of Swords, as much as we feel that we are stuck, there really is a way out. And the thing about it is, swords being, of course, to do with the mind. So this can be our own limiting beliefs that are holding us back. bad thought patterns, all those kinds of things that stop us from progressing, that stop us from moving forward. And perhaps you're overthinking this situation right now. Perhaps you're not giving yourself enough credit, that you can actually have the strength to move out of this situation or to change this situation for yourself. And so I do feel like there's a bit of a tower moment coming in here. But that tower too is going to bring you eventually to be able to start anew as well, right? And there's, a new, like a stillness, right? There's the calm before the storm, but this is, the calm after the storm, right? So it's like you're going to feel with this Judgment card very free. There's a sense of feeling free again. So this is really taking you out of whatever entrapment you may feel like you're in right now. And I'm kind of seeing like, how do I describe this? Like in movies and things where, someone gets captured by a tribe or something, if we're talking like out in the jungle or like, I don't know, somewhere exotic or something like that, and they get captured by like a tribe, right? And like you have the tribe sort of, they're tied up on a piece of wood or something, and you'll have like the tribe sort of dancing around them and doing their thing, as if like they're doing some kind of ritual or something like that. And I don't know, that's kind of what I'm seeing in my mind. So like you may be feeling a bit like this, if you know what I mean, sort of how they do in the movies, and like feeling like you're stuck, and there's all these people around you that are having the say in your life or your situation right now. And you just really want to break free, but you're feeling like you can't. And thus, like I said, this tower moment is kind of coming in to offer you this freedom, this liberation from this situation, to where you can be more happy and more at peace with yourself, and really start to feel the pleasures and excitement of life. So this is going to bring you to new beginnings. Now, I'm noticing with this a change in the wind card is that it's a zebra, right? And none of these cards, really speak to what we know. They're very, they're different cards, they've got a lot of expression about them, and artistic sort of, I don't know what the word is, but you know what I mean? It really makes you see things differently, gives you different perspectives, and see things maybe in a different light, and they're a bit whimsical and that as well. So I like that this is a zebra where, he's got this little sort of gazebo type thing strapped to him, when you'd assume it would be a horse, right? But maybe this is the thing, maybe people see that you're a little bit different, that you have something different to offer the world, or that you really stick to who you are, you're very true to yourself. And maybe people are a little bit intimidated by that, or maybe jealous of that in some ways as well. And so, this has caused a bit of chaos. Or this is also you just wanting to finally feel like you can be yourself and at peace. Maybe you're not really, it's not accepted to act a certain way or be a certain way. And so there's this change in the wind coming to push you off into another direction, where you will be more accepted, where you can finally step out of your cave of this Eight of Swords energy, right? Finally untie yourself from the situation and be free and be yourself. And, again, with that Hermit energy, of course, we all have a light to shine here. And, I feel like you're really able to finally shine your light and be yourself. And this is going to put you into, new beginnings and a lot more happiness as well. And I do feel like, going back to this Eight of Swords energy, there could be some patience required here. This may not be an overnight process, of course. I'm hearing that line. What was it? Some of you guys will know. It's some kind of like hair product or something. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. What was that? It was like Pantene or something like that for shampoo. I don't know. Anyways, but I'm hearing that, right? It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. So there may be some patience required on your part as well, and maybe a little bit of being a bit more flexible too. But I feel like it's flexibility in the sense of your mind as well, so freeing your mind a little bit as well. And this is also what the Judgment could be talking about as well, freedom of your thoughts, and how you are mentally sort of in control of your life, but also how you're viewing your life as well. So perspective and things like that might be changing. But I feel like this is just mainly about you guys really coming into more calmer, happier times, away from this chaos, away from, the judgments and, the people sort of wanting to point fingers and things like that because you're wanting to live your life a certain way, or you're wanting to be a certain way, or whatever it is for you guys, make it fit your situation. But there's a lot of stillness coming after this storm, right? So the calm after the storm. And I'm kind of seeing like, I said like natural sort of causes and things like that. It's making me think of, now I can't think of the name. The Wizard of Oz. Sorry, guys. The Wizard of Oz. So it's making me think of that, how her house was whipped up in the tornado, right? And then she landed in Oz. And it was like this magical place. And I feel like, and we have too, which is funny, we have, right, the little gazebo there. So maybe, something like that's happening, and it may seem chaotic at the time. And, we see Dorothy, she's in the house, she's getting whipped up in the tornado, she doesn't know what's happening, and it seems really chaotic at the time. And then she lands in this really magical, this place called Oz. And, so, have that little bit of patience, have that trust as well in the universe, okay? Because, things are going to work out for you guys. The universe is always protecting us. It's protecting you. Your spirit guides are protecting you. We all have a spiritual team, and, they're working with you during this time to bring you more peace, bring you more happiness, and out of this chaos. So whilst this stuff is happening, it can feel unnerving, it can feel difficult, it can be challenging, but the key really is to trust in the universe, have that patience, but also try and, again, be a little bit flexible as well. Sort of move with the tides is what I'm hearing, because that's going to be the easiest for you in this transitional period. But again, this could be leading you somewhere new, so a change in the wind, right? And we have at the top there, the, the north and south and stuff. So this may be a complete switch. Maybe for some of you even a locational switch. But I just feel like in general, this is just, your situation flipping. I'm always hearing or seeing rather, from spirit, like flipping a coin. So, you guys are going to be on the other side for once. And it's going to bring you into a lot more peace and harmony within yourself. And I do feel like, you guys are able to see a way out then with this eight of swords as well. But I was going to say the ace, so this is that's new beginnings. So again, that's another clue to you guys that this is going to give you guys a new start, something new, and just feeling more at peace with yourself, I feel like, and able to feel like you can be yourself and not be judged, or you can your situation is just going to feel, there's just a lot of freedom around this scenario, right? And again, I feel like finally coming out with the Hermit card there, out of the cave, and feeling like you can show yourself to the world, or just be yourself in your environment, because you know now that you are free, perhaps of this Eight of Swords, free of the Seven of Wands, right? The Tower moment may have already happened now, and you're experiencing the joy of building up from the ground up, something solid, something that's suits your situation, that suits you, something that you've wanted, without everyone else's opinions and all that kind of stuff going on. So that's really great, and this is your surprise 2. So let's get on to your surprise number 3. Okay, pile 2, so we are on to surprise number 3 for December. Your main energy here is exchanging gifts. We also have the tarot cards, Five of Swords. We have the Moon, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So let's get into this. So I feel like this is more like a work situation because we have the Eight of Pentacles. You guys may be getting some kind of offer. I'm hearing this month of December, something may be presented to you, and it may be more than one offer or more than one option, perhaps in the work realm. So for instance, if it's a job, maybe you get more than one job offer, or maybe in your company that you're already at, you know, there's a few projects that need to be worked on, and maybe you get offers to work on more than one, and you know, you sort of have to make a choice. But there is some kind of exchange here, of course, with exchanging gifts. I'm seeing this in some different ways, to be honest with you, with this energy. So in the main sense that I get it, it's like you're being given something, but it's in exchange for something else. So it's like, you know, maybe you get a pay rise in exchange for a little bit more work on your part in your current job. You know, maybe, yes, you get to work on with the new clients and the new project that's happening, but you know, again, that's going to take up a little bit more of your time, so maybe you have a little less time for other things in your life. There's some kind of exchange here where you are being presented with something that, you know, may seem really amazing and fabulous, but at the same time, you know, you're having to give up something as well, or to give something as well. So there's an exchange. And the other way I see it too, so we have, for instance, the Five of Swords here, right? So this can talk about conflicts, this can talk about arguments, you know, people sort of battling with each other. And I do feel that if this, for instance, is something, say, within your current job, for example, right? And say there's a new client, and you know, everyone's fighting for this new client because it's a really big client and it's going to make them look good or something, and you know, so everyone wants to have a shot at taking on this new client, and everyone's sort of fighting and arguing with each other, you know, I deserve it, no, I want it, and you know, everyone's sort of going head to head with each other, but it's really not getting anyone anywhere, and it's not serving a purpose here. And you know, in that sense of exchanging gifts, you know, everyone may be fighting for that one perfect gift when there's a heap of gifts on offer, but you know, everyone wants this particular one, and so there's a, you know, sort of, there's arguments, there's, you know, hot-headedness that sort of, you know, arises, that can arise out of this situation. And you're really being called here to, I'm hearing from Spirit, to really find like a peace within yourself in terms of how you act in regards to this situation, whatever it may be for you, and you know, to not give in to arguments and, you know, fighting over silly things, you know. And I'm kind of hearing, I just heard, there's enough for everyone. So it's kind of like, it's like, you know, there's going to be opportunities for everyone, or there's something for everyone, if this resonates with you, and everyone's fighting for that one thing, but when in fact, you know, there's enough to go around everybody and satisfy everybody's needs, and you know, for everybody to be happy, but everyone just still wants to fight for this one thing. So you're sort of being called to pull back and sort of not sort of take on that energy or that attitude here in this scenario, because I do feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you are destined to have something given to you, right? There's some kind of exchange here. There's something that you will get out of this situation. And for some of you too, with this Eight of Pentacles, it can be, you know, I'm thinking about success as well, you know, and the Seven of Cups, you know, some of you really fighting for success here, and feeling like perhaps if you don't stand up and start to fight and put your, you know, sort of sword out in a sense, right, and take part in this fight, then you're not going to get anything. But when in actual fact, I think it is more beneficial for you to be standing back, and you know, I'm sort of seeing someone sort of almost laughing. sort of standing back, watching this fight ensue, but sort of laughing at it. Like, I realize that I'm bigger than this, I'm better than this, I don't need to be involved in this conflict. I don't need to be involved in these petty arguments, this is ridiculous. And, you're just patiently waiting for whatever it is to come to you, or to get what, you're due to get from this exchange, right? And so, like I said, with the Ace of Pentacles, this is definitely what I feel is something work-related. So, and I feel like, whatever it is that you're getting out of this scenario, this may be something that really takes you on an adventure. This could be something, I'm hearing the line, good things come in small packages. So, for instance, everyone may be fighting over, there's a heap of presents, right? And let's say, because we're talking about Christmas, right? And we're talking about literally like exchanging gifts. So let's say there's a heap of presents around, right? And they're all different sizes. Everyone's fighting for the biggest one. Or if they're not all different sizes, right, everyone's fighting for the one that looks the prettiest. It's got the better bows and it's wrapped better and so on and so forth, right? And so everyone wants to go for that one present. And everyone's fighting, I want this present, I want this present. But, what's inside this big box may be just a heap of foam. What are those little foam, I don't know, I can't think of the names. There's little tiny foam things. You know what I mean, right? It could be filled with all of those. And what's inside may be not as everyone expected. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's a hat, or like a beanie or something. Maybe it's a pair of mittens, or maybe it's a pair of socks or something, right? And then you've got this tiny little package that no one wanted to fight for, because what could be in that, right? And then you open it up. Maybe it's a gift card for $500 at a store that you really like or something. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hold value to those kinds of material things, guys, but I'm just using that as an example to explain that everyone's going for what they think is there's something amazing, but maybe instead of getting yourself hooked up in this fight and this argument, you stand back, and maybe what's given to you is actually better than what everyone's fighting for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of feeling this energy of not letting yourself get caught up in what perhaps some of your co-workers may be getting caught up in, or perhaps what's going on around you, this kind of Five of Swords energy. And with the Moon card as well, the Moon can talk about illusions and fears and things, but also intuition. And I feel like, again, it's about tapping into yourself, knowing what you know to be true, trusting yourself in this situation as well as to how to proceed forward. And with the Seven of Cups here, you may be presented with more, like I said, more than one option here. Or if this is something that you're working on, right? If this is a project or something that you're trying to get out there, or there's something that you're trying to, push forward in terms of work. So it might be you starting a new business. It may be, you're working on your own. Maybe you make things literally, because with the Eight of Pentacles, we have that guy literally banging away, hammering away at the pentacles, right? So maybe you're hands-on, maybe you make stuff literally, you're very creative and crafty, and this is something that you're wanting to put out into the world. And maybe you have several options as to how to do this, and how you think you're going to get to your success. But the clue here, right, is to really, again, not get caught up in any kind of negative energies, any disillusions, and really just trust yourself, trust your own way forward, and really sift through what the illusions may be. Again, I'm sorry, I'm just being brought back, Spirit's bringing me back again to that whole present idea, right? And big presents can look really impressive, but at the end of the day, maybe they're not as impressive as they seem, and sometimes too, it's like, I'm being shown those times where you'll buy something and a lot of it is just packaging, right? And you're sifting through all this packaging and you're going, where's the product? And, false advertising, right? But I get very crabby about that. especially in terms of food products, you know. And is what, you know, nowadays where you buy like a bag of chips, and you know it's only filled up about halfway, and the rest is just air and packaging. And I yeah, especially the high prices we're paying nowadays for food, guys. But anyways, I digress. So, but it's that kind of a thing, right? And so maybe it's just all packaging and stuff, and you're sorting through, well, where's this, where's what's inside, you know? And you know, maybe there's a need for you to sort of be able to, I don't know if preempt is really the way to describe it, but to do your best anyway to try and sift out those illusions and see what's at the core, see what's at the truth and the heart of the matter, right? And you know, make your choices based on that. And you know, if you guys, you know, really do that and you focus on that, what it's leading you to is this Three of Wands energy, which is, you know, being able to finally, you know, make moves at looking ahead at the, not just looking ahead, sorry, at the future, but actually planning, making moves for your future. So this is really going to lead you to your success, you know, and you're at that position of embracing, you know, what has come to you and what's being offered to you, because you've been able to sort through all the, you know, illusions and you know, that Five of Swords energy, you know, and you've been able to find that peace within yourself. So yeah, I mean, the thing I think really here, guys, is you may be offered something. There may be some offers coming in, and you know, you may be told a lot. I'm hearing told a lot of promises as well, or you may be spun a line, a bit of a sales pitch, right, is what I'm getting. So it's kind of like, oh, you want this, this, and this. We're offering this to you, and you know what? You're going to get this, and this, and this, you know. But then you have to think to yourself, am I really getting that? Or does that really suit my needs? And they're saying, yeah, it does suit your needs, yeah. And then you're saying, oh, okay, but does it really though? So instead of listening to that person and saying, oh, okay, and just taking everything on like at face value, you're taking a step back and you're going, no, does this really suit my needs? Is this really, you know, and then exchanging those gifts, you know, when the time is right, or on what you feel is right. So yes, I will offer my time and energy and that to you in exchange for, you know, the pay rise, or, you know, this, that, and the other. So this is what I feel like is happening for your third surprise in December, guys. So that's really great. I do feel it's something work related, and you know, again, just have your smarts, have your wits about you is what I'm saying, guys. Don't get involved in anything you don't need to get involved in, and this process should go really smoothly. You should, at the end of the day, I think, get a really nice offer, or get what it is that you're wanting, and, you know, head off to your success with this Three of Wands here. And like I said, you know, it's all about trusting yourself and what you know to be true deep down. So this was your reading, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you liked this reading. If you enjoy my channel, I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like to leave a comment down in the comment section, please do so. Other than that, guys, take care. Have a lovely December, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye. Okay, hi Pile 3. So we are on to your reading. This is 3 surprises that you are going to be getting this December. So this is your first surprise, and the main energy we have is no place like home. We also have the number 50, so that could be relevant to some of you. And that's also 5, which is change. So we have for your tarot the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Star. This is really great energy, guys. I'm just going to tell you, I'm feeling so much wonderful abundance from this first surprise. So now look, let's start off with no place like home. So we can take this in several ways, right? So and I'm hearing, and it's funny because in pile 2 I actually referenced, you may have come from pile 2, but I referenced The Wizard of Oz, And I'm seeing Dorothy clicking her ruby shoes, her ruby slippers, and she's going, there's no place like home, there's no place like home, there's no place like home. So this may be you guys right now finally finding your home, finding where you fit in. Now, of course, like I said, home doesn't have to be literal sense as well. It's where we feel most comfortable, where we feel ourselves. It's where our souls really feel at peace. And so, this doesn't have to be a literal home, but it could be for some of you, because we do have the Four of Wands. So for some of you, this could be literally coming into a new home in the month of December. And of course, we have the Star card here, and the Star card is about wish fulfillment. I feel like some kind of wish is being fulfilled for you guys this December, something you've asked the universe for. And I'm hearing too, this may have been something that you manifested. So you've been working really hard on manifesting this, and you've had a lot of hope and faith that this will come off. And you're going to start seeing that this month of December. There's going to be a lot of celebration to be had here as well. Again, with the Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups, a lot of emotional fulfillment here for you, and a lot of pleasure that's going to be felt this month of December. And with the Four of Cups here as well, this may be something that you definitely didn't see coming. So, we are talking about surprises, so this may come as a literal surprise to you. But also, too, even if you had been manifesting it and you had been working towards it, and although you've had the faith and the hope that this will happen, and you've trusted in the universe, still, sometimes we can be surprised when things actually do come to fruition. And I feel like that's you guys this month of December. So this is really beautiful energy. Now, we also do have the Hierophant as well. Now, this can signify a couple of different things. And so, of course, I'm going to go to the obvious first off, and that is marriage. So for some of you guys, this could be marriage for you. Of course, with the Four of Wands, that can signify engagement as well. So perhaps you're getting proposed to in the month of December. I don't want to spoil that surprise if that is true, but perhaps some of you are heading in towards marriage and starting up a family. But for others of you as well, the Hierophant, can talk about spiritual, religious kind of things. There's spiritual growth. I feel for some of you, you're really leveling up, and that's going to put you in a much better position for the month of December. But I feel like some of you too, you're in a study mode, and you may be studying a new religious belief, or turning to some kind of new religion, or maybe this is just study for some of you as well, because the Hierophant can also talk about a mentor as well. Maybe you're mentoring someone else, or someone's mentoring you, but there could be an air of study, and this could be leading you to this Four of Wands as well. Maybe you're studying something to gain new certification in something so that you can apply for new jobs. Maybe that new job is then going to lead you to this Four of Wands energy, and getting yourself in a more stable position. Again, this could be something you've been working towards, manifesting, and I'm hearing perfect timing as well, so all in due time. So I feel like, perhaps for some of you too who have been manifesting this, or who have been really hoping and wishing on this to happen and going, I don't think this is going to happen. Why is this not happening? Spirit is telling you, or the universe is telling you, that it was down to divine timing, and of course it was all due to happen at the right moment, and the right moment seems to be December for you guys. So that's really, really great news. With this Four of Cups energy too, again, this could be you've been meditating on this, or you've been doing some form. I feel like some of you may be fellow witches out there like me. You may have been doing some manifestation practices, spell work or something like that, in order to bring this in, because of course on the traditional Four of Cups card we have the guy who's sitting under the tree. He's got his arms crossed, and sometimes that just makes me think about someone being in a meditative state, or some kind of Zen state where they're trying to sort of really think about what they really want and how to achieve that, how to get there. But you guys are getting there, and I feel like this is leading you to your freedom as well. For some of you too, it could be leading you to your truth. Like I said, if this is in terms of, new spiritual practices or religion or something like this, then this is leading you to something that makes you really feel like you are in your own truth, and finally feeling at peace within your soul and your heart. So this is really beautiful energy. I do feel like there's a lot of abundance coming for you guys as well in terms of this energy. So, an abundance doesn't necessarily have to mean the physical. It doesn't have to mean finances. It doesn't have to mean, a literal house, like I said. But this can be just feeling really abundant, just feeling really happy, feeling like, you're on top of the world, like you have everything that you need. And of course that varies from person to person as to how we feel most comfortable in our environment and at peace. But this is definitely a really positive start to your December, I feel like, here with this being the first surprise. So I'm really, really happy to see this, guys. This was your first surprise, and we are going to get on to your second one, because I really feel like this is self-explanatory, guys. I don't think I need to get into this any further than I have. So we're going to get on to your next one. Okay, so we're on to surprise number 2, pile 3. I know there's still noises going on outside, sorry guys. But this is your surprise too. So we have new life. And I have never noticed this before. Wow. There's not a number on new life. That's so fascinating. Right, that's very, very interesting. So this must be card number 1, I'm guessing, or like the very, very first card. Interesting. I've never noticed that. Okay. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it is there. Number 39. It's like it was hiding. Actually, it reminds me, it's like the Christmas advent calendars, where you sit there and you try really hard and you just can't find. It's usually number 25 that not 25, sorry, that would be the obvious one. Sorry, it's usually number 1 is what I was going to say, is the hardest to find, right? Because it's obviously the first door. Yeah, anyways. That was interesting. So, right, number 39, guys, that may be relevant for some of you. It's also a 12, so 12 might be relevant. Maybe, obviously that's December, so this is a confirmation there for some of you. But also too, it could be the 12th of December might mean something to you guys. Maybe the 12 days of Christmas. Who knows? And obviously that breaks down to a 3 as well, so 3 could be relevant. So, let's see what we have here in tarot. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man, the Judgment card, and the Ace of Pentacles. So let's start off with the Ace. So this is new beginnings. So new starts, a fresh start, fresh energy, right? Again, this really pairs well with the new life, right? So I feel like you're going to be feeling very new and fresh, like a new version of yourself even this December. And I think that works well with your previous blessing too. So for a lot of you, this is going to be a new shift and something that just makes you feel really renewed. And with that Judgment card being liberation, freedom, that's how you're going to be feeling this December, very free. And perhaps free in the financial sense as well, because we do have the 6 of Pentacles, okay? And I'll actually just talk about that in a second. So just to acknowledge the 2 of Pentacles first. So you may have felt like you've been juggling a lot. You've got a lot to sort of balance, you're trying to keep things in balance and harmony. And maybe that's felt like a bit of a struggle for you guys. But freedom is on the way. And, for some of you with the Six of Pentacles, this could be someone offering you an opportunity or some kind of blessing coming your way. Perhaps someone is, helping you out in some form with an offer, or even financially, sort of, and loads of people say in a charitable way. I kind of really hate saying it like that. It doesn't necessarily mean you're a charity case or anything, right, guys? But someone may be, sort of helping you out financially, or there's some kind of finances that are finding their way to you that's going to really help you out here and make you feel like, you're able to juggle those Two of Pentacles and really move on to a new start. Again, with this Ace of Pentacles, right? A new beginning for yourself, into more stability and things like that. And it's going to make you feel very liberated, very, very free. And also we have the Hanged Man here too. And so the Hanged Man, talks about seeing things from a different perspective, right? So, maybe this has given you a new outlook on life as well. This Six of Pentacles energy has helped you to see things very differently. Again, with the Judgment card, we do see, everyone there with their arms up and sort of, again, feeling liberated and free. And maybe this is, and she's doing the same here, actually. I've just noticed that, sorry, in the New Life card. She's on the column there, and she's got her arms up to the sky. This is, feeling so free and careless and just like, a new version of yourself, and this is really fantastic energy. So, but this, this could change your whole perspective on life and really help you to move forward here. And this could be just from the simple generosity of somebody else, or whatever this blessing is that's coming to you. So, and, generally we talk about the Six of Pentacles, in terms of finances and something material. So something material is finding its way to you that's going to really make you feel like you are having a complete fresh start in life. And I think that, that's a really fantastic thing. And the great thing too, also about the Six of Pentacles, is its balance, right? And so we've gone from that Two of Pentacles to the Six, right? So there's balance there in terms of, the giving and receiving, right? So, if this is you also, that, I'm kind of hearing for some of you, like, it's a situation where someone's coming to offer you something, and, we're not always feeling like we're in that position to give back. And, that can bring on a bit of guilt, or, us feeling bad for accepting something and saying, oh, I don't know if I can pay you back, or I don't know if but I feel like for you guys, that's a whole different scenario, because here you're able to, this is going to help you move forward into something really new, and you're going to actually be able to, reciprocate here, or return the favor, or whatever this is. So even if it's like, someone's giving you money, for instance, we talked about your first pile about possibly studying something, right? And so maybe you didn't know how you were going to get the finances for the study. And someone comes in and says, well, here's the money for your studies. And you think, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay you back. But this is the clue here, that you're going to be able to pay this person back. So, you can sort of move forward freely and happily in, this new venture, knowing that you're, able to give back, and that there's this balance there, right? I feel like this is something very, fulfilling. This is going to offer a lot of fulfillment for you guys. Again, I'm just feeling like I just heard on top of your game for some of you. So this could make you feel really on top of your game. So whatever that means to you. But I'm just seeing like finally able to be more in control of your life, and, be able to move forward in a much more liberated, peaceful, free way. And, again, with this Ace of Pentacles, this is new beginnings for you guys. So this is really moving into a whole new life, a whole new era of abundance. And, I hear too, like, this is you really feeling like you can take action now in your life. Maybe there were things you felt that you wanted to do, you couldn't do, but now you're able to do them. You're moving forward. And, you know, you're choosing your path forward is what I'm hearing. You're taking that path forward in your life, and you're moving on to the new, and being in the flow too is what I'm hearing for some of you as well. So understanding that, you know, it can be really helpful to just go with the flow and to go with, you know, the way that life works. Sometimes it's easier just to give in and just go with how things are moving, right? And so I feel like you guys are kind of understanding the workings of the flow and sort of going in that direction, and it's leading you to good things. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like trying to struggle upstream, you guys are going with the flow of the stream and the water, and it's leading you to wonderful new beginnings and a lot of happiness and freedom and fulfillment. So that's really wonderful. You know, like I said, this can be a number of things for you guys. This could be, you know, help in terms of finances. You know, this could be new opportunities presented to you, like a job or something like that as well. You know, it can be a number of things. And, you know, again, like I said, you know, this can put you in the position of being able to help out others as well and give back. So I do feel like you're in that position as well. So this is really fantastic. And we're going to move on to your third blessing. Pile 3, this is your third surprise. So we have Between Worlds. We also have the number 3 on this card, and I love it because on each side of that, with your tarot, we have the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. So you may be seeing 333 around a lot lately. So that may be confirmation for some of you. Or the 3 might just be important for you guys. So we also have in your tarot the 5 of Pentacles, the World, and the 6 of Swords. So let's get into this reading. So with the Between the Worlds card, I always take it as, you know, sort of coming out of a situation perhaps of lack, something to where you were not satisfied or happy with the way things were, and you're moving into much happier times. Of course, we're going from the black and white world into the colored world, right? So there is a transformation, a transition happening here. And there's a couple of things I'm getting. So I think, you know, for a lot of you, obviously this is happening for you in the month of December. So you're finally able to move forward into a much more prosperous time for yourself. We do have the 5 of Pentacles here, which can talk about a situation of lack, feeling out in the cold. And with the 3 of Pentacles, you know, this is about working together with others, but building things up, right? Building strong foundations. So I feel like you guys, you know, are coming into a much more stable period of your life this December. And with the World card too, you know, the World can talk about completion, right? The endings to a cycle. So maybe you guys felt like you've been in this situation of the 5 of Pentacles, situation of lack, being out in the colds, not having enough of what you need for quite some time. But know that this cycle now is phasing out. It's coming to an end, okay? And, you know, like the card here with Between Worlds, you may still have a tail end here in some of the black and white worlds, right? The sort of lesser than energies, but you're coming into, you are already walking, transitioning into the better and the more abundant period of your life, the more happier times. And that's, you know, shown here as well with the 6 of Swords, because of course the 6 of Swords represents us coming from the rougher waters into the calmer waters. So there is a transitional period here happening for you guys. And with that 3 of Wands, you know, this is you guys finally being able to take steps towards a new future for yourself. So this is really, really wonderful. And for some of you too, I feel like this is for some of you, I feel like this is you helping others transition, right? So make that transition. For some of you, I feel like you may be leaders in some form, and you're having a bit of an effect on the world here with being able to help people start anew in their lives, perhaps, or, plan for the future and really take those actions to make things happen. Maybe you're assisting people coming out from the storms and into the calm, and helping people to see their potential. So again, going back to that Three of Pentacles, some of you may be collaborating with others in order to bring a certain message out into the world, or to help people in some form, moving from the darkness into the light is what I'm hearing. So illuminating people and really getting them to see, the light that's around them, or, the better times. And for some of you as well, this is the same thing, but I feel like it's coming from the fact that you've actually done this yourself. So taking that experience and being able to, project it outward and allow people to sort of gain from your knowledge and wisdom of what you've experienced in your life. And so some of you are able to help others in that way, that you've already been through the same situations, and helping people close out cycles, helping people, move on into better places in their life, right? From these perhaps situations of lack or feeling out in the cold. I don't know why I just heard like the homeless. So some of you may be even helping the homeless, or some kind of a charity type deal, I just heard. But this is, and new gateways and new things are going to be opening up for you guys during this period as you're stepping into the new. There's going to be new opportunities for you, and this may even be in terms of collaboration as well. And I feel like, we can always, sort of have these grand ideas for things and how we want to proceed forward with something, if it is a new project or something that we've had in mind that we've wanted to do for a long time. And, it's not always a solo project. Sometimes we realize we can't do it alone, and we do need the help of others, in terms of their specific set of skills and things like that. So this can be a clue for some of you that you're heading into a period of collaboration with others, or perhaps you already are in collaboration with others. And I do see that, you're going to be having a very nice time. It's not really how I wanted to put it, nice time, but you are going to be having a smooth sort of period working with your other teammates here, the people that you're collaborating with. I feel like there's going to be a nice, smooth sort of relationship between you guys. You're sort of all on the same page, where you want to head with this. And I feel like with that Three of Wands, the steps forward that are needing to be taken, that you guys have been carefully planning out, is going to, start to be put into action, because you're able to, move forward, being on the same page and really sort of working well together, right? And I feel like this is leading to some kind of success, some kind of security. Again, like I said, if you are working with some kind of charity or something to where you're helping people with the same thing, moving into better times, you're helping others find their security and their safety and their happiness in life and your enlightenment. There's an enlightenment here that you're offering others, illuminating, things, showing them that, there is light within the dark. And I feel like you guys, or yourself, will be a very powerful force in helping the world sort of move forward, or people who are struggling to move forward into better times. And I think you're doing that too with a lot of love and care in the way that you approach things and the way that you guide people forward. So I feel like that's a really wonderful thing. So let me just recap that there, because I don't feel like there's a ton more messages here. But again, you may be coming out of difficult times and moving into the new, so there's a lot of success, a lot of security coming for you, stepping into your power more. And again, we have these two cards here, the World and the Six of Swords. So travel may be something for you as well. And with that between worlds, sort of, looks like they're sort of traveling, I suppose, in a sense. So travel might be something for you guys as well that's involved here. This may even be moving to a new place that, offers you a lot more security, stability, and a lot more happiness in whatever part of the world that may be. But, for others of you, I feel like, this is, you really offering that to the world and to the community, and giving help in getting people into a much more happier place in their lives, and seeing that light in the darkness, whether that be from your own personal life experiences or just something that you've really wanted to help people with. And I do see that happening here with this surprise number 3. But for a lot of you, because this is a surprise, I do feel like this is happening primarily for you guys, coming out of the more difficult times and going into the happier times. And further, perhaps in the future, this may spur you on to sort of collaborate with others and see about helping other people, find their happiness and their light within the dark. So that's really, really wonderful. So this has been your reading, pile 3. I really hope this was helpful. And do please like and subscribe if you enjoy my channel. If you enjoy this reading, I would really appreciate it. Comment below if you would like to, even if you just want to say hello. And I will see you on the next reading. Do take care. Have a lovely December. Bye.